Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Vrajachanaranyana Vrajachanaranyana Yasodanandana Vrajachanaranyana Vrajachanaranyana Yamunadhiranachari Yamunadhiranachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Damadhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Vrajachanaranyana Vrajachanaranyana Yasodanandana Vrajachanaranyana Vrajachanaranyana Yamunadhiranachari Vannachari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nittai Gauranga, Nittai Gauranga, Nittai Gauranga Gaurari, Nittai Gauranga, Nittai Gauranga Gaurari, Jaya Sachinandana Avaduta Chandra, Jaya Sachinandana Gaurari, Avaduta Chandra, Jaya Sachinandana Gaurahari, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Shila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Gurudeva Jaya Gurudeva Jaya Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Sri Radhe Golokananda Radha Golokananda Radha Golokananda Sri Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Radhe Shyam Jaya Radhe Shyam Namo Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivachakata Hey Sivakanta Saraswati Ki Jai Namaskar Jaya Prabhu Nityananda Sadvaita Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare So today is Lalita Devi's, Lalita Saki's Sati, supposedly her birthday, and it was celebrated on the 4th of August, but it's also celebrated today. I don't know why, but 2 days before Srimati Radharani's appearance. So the class today will be for Lalita. I have some information to present, and then at the very end we'll make this a devotional musical session with bhajan by Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Lalitastakam, and we'll have it on the screen, hopefully, with the words in Sanskrit that everybody can sing along with, if you feel comfortable doing that, and then the translation into English. So everybody is welcome to join and celebrate this festival of Lalita Devi by joining this bhajan, Sanskrit and or English. Okay, so let's begin. Om Akinati Mirandasya Kinanjana Sakaya Chakshur Militanjana Tasmai Shikare Namaha Chichitanya Namaste Swaya Rupakara Mahyata. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jaganpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishavanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasunduyacha Patitanam Pavanevyo Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So let's find out a little bit about Lalita. That there are 8 kids. The first one of them, she's the oldest one. It's said that by 2 years, by 2 days or by 27 days, depending on whom you're reading from. But supposedly today is the birthday, and there is a big celebration because she is the most powerful of all, the most important of all. So we have Lalita, we have Vishaka, Chitraleka, Rangadevi, like I mentioned, and so she is the eldest and most prominent of the 8 chief gopis, the Ashtasakis, who are the intimate friends of of Radha and Krishna. In the Vaishnava tradition, she's the central figure in the divine love story of Radha and Krishna, acting as Radha's confidant and protector. As far as her role and personality, she's the leader of the Sakis, is the most influential of the Ashtasakis. Lalita is responsible for arranging the secret meetings and pastimes of Radha and Krishna. She has a fiery and protective nature. She is known for her hot-tempered contrary and personality. She fiercely defends Radha and can scold even Krishna for any transgression, which serves to enhance the couple's loving pastimes. The role of Lalita is, well, she covers a number of functions, but to get Radha and Krishna to unite and also to get Radha and Krishna to separate. She is the only one who can cause the union of Radha and Krishna, and she is the only one who can get them to separate in order to enhance their loving pastimes. So she has a very, very powerful role. She is the instructor of Radha, and sometimes she teaches Radha about jealousy and how to handle her divine lover, Krishna, and teaches her about how to get into man, into this mood of anger. She's very loyal to Radha. She's devoted to both Radha and Krishna, but she is especially loyal to Radha and always defends her. Her highest priority is Radha's happiness. So we also know that Rupa Goswami is Rupa Manjari, and he's Rupa Manjari, she is completely dependent. She's a servant of Lalita. So we consider ourselves Rupanuga devotees because we're following Lalita and Vishaka, and of course Rupa Manjari in her form as Rupa Sanatan, who wrote this extraordinary literature. We can pray to receive Lalita's mercy so we can be engaged in the intimate service of Radha and Krishna. Her appearance, her complexion is said to be the color of a gorachana, a bright yellow pigment. She wears garments that resemble peacock feathers, the coloring of the peacock feathers. Her private grove, her kunja, is called Lalitananda. It's located north of Radhakunda and is said to sparkle like lightning. And she is described to be dependent, 77 days older than Radha, or 2 days older than Radha. So we're going to see she is the leader of the Ashtasakis, as we said, the chief of the 8 principal Sakis, and all others look to her for guidance. She instructs and directs all the other Sakis. She has the contrary protective nature. She's a confidant. And she is known for her passionate and hot-tempered nature, which is used to enhance the loving pastimes of Radha and Krishna. She is fiercely protective of Rudrani and is not afraid of chastising even Krishna himself if she perceives that there is an offense or a delay in his meeting with Radha. She is highly skilled at arranging the meeting and private moments of Radha and Krishna. She is also an expert in the tactics of union and separation in divine love. She is a senior companion, being a few days older, and she's a teacher. She's the Shiksha Guru, instructing the spiritual master of Radharani's group, even instructing Radha herself on how to navigate jealous anger. So these are basic details about the nature of Lalita. And Lalita is the person that we can come to. She is the main gopi, the main Saki, the Ashtasakis. And she can actually intercede on our behalf to Radha. And if we get on Radha's side, then automatically Krishna will be pleased with us, with our attempts to practice devotional service. So there is a lot of information on Lalita, and I would like to tell a story. And this is from a class by Indradimna Maharaj, given 3 years ago on his Vaishnava classes. So the Bhadra Purnim is 15 days. It is coming up, actually. It's coming in September. I think it's the 7th. And 15 days later is Pitra Paksha, 15 days for the ancestors, where the offering of prasada and the prayers for the ancestors have a big impact on the future of those ancestors whom we are praying for. And there is a verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 12, verse 13, chapter 13, verse 13, Canto 12, chapter 13, verse 13, that talks about how on Bhadra, if one puts the Srimad Bhagavatam on a golden throne, and gifts the Bhagavatam to somebody, then his or her approach to the ultimate goal of life is drawing very, very close. So it's something that Srimad Bhagavatam is also presenting. So there is a celebration at that time during the Pitra Paksha, which are the 15 days dedicated to prayers and offerings to the ancestors. That's called Sanji. And it's celebrated in Vraja. It's a big festival and has been celebrated for the last 5,000 years, still presently celebrated. So during this festival, Kutila and Jatila, very interesting personalities, are ordering Radha not to leave the house because they don't want any problems with her flirting with anybody, particularly Krishna. But not only not to leave the house, their house, but not to even leave her room. And Radha wants to celebrate Sanji because the purpose of Sanji, this celebration, which is painting the floors, decorating with artistic powders coming from flowers, is for the union. Is actually to inspire the union or to request the union of Radha and Krishna. So she wants to celebrate Sanji, but she's not able to leave, and she becomes very morose. She's sitting in her room, and she's thinking, "What am I going to do? How am I going to solve this? I wish Lalita were here." And all of a sudden, Lalita is right there in her room. She appears. Is this clean water? Oh, yes, it's water. Thank you very much. Thank you. So then, Lalita says, "How can I help?" So, "Well, I have to stay in the house. I cannot leave even my room for 15 days. And Lalita, what she wants to do is help Radha go out so she can meet with Krishna. It's interesting because on Wednesday, this Vashishta program that Amarendra has put together for the elderly in the community, which is quite a few, it's he was saying that actually that actually Krishna and Radha don't hardly ever meet. You don't ever see them alone together. But of course, we have them on the altars all over the temples in ISKCON. They're always there. However, we have the understanding, because we see them constantly, whether we're in Vrindavan or we are in Mumbai, or whether we are someplace or here in this temple, we see the divine couple. So we assume that the divine couple, they are always together, but that's not the case. That's why this idea of meeting and separation is so crucial to our practices of devotion, because it's only through the separation that the intense desire can be incited and inflamed, so that we can aspire to meet with the divine couple, Krishna, etc. So Lalita always is trying to arrange for the meetings of Radha and Krishna. So he said, don't worry, don't worry. We'll do something about that. So Lalita's the only one who can separate, like I mentioned before, Radha and Krishna for the increase of devotion toward each other and the lust for each other. But she's the only one who can arrange Radha and Krishna to meet. And she can do the impossible. She's extremely resourceful. So, wow, how? By worshipping Satya Devi, which is the wife of the sun, whose worship is with special Gayatri mantras. In this way, they can make mandalas, sanji patterns, and all kinds of beautiful decorations on the floor, but they're not done in the morning. There is this other art of decorating with making beautiful paintings, and we sometimes see them here around the temple in so many homes. That is done in the morning, but this sanji is to be done in the evening. It's the same, similar thing, decorating the floors and everything, but in the evening. And so Radha would like to leave to get the flowers to make the powder for the sanji, for the sanji worship. And it's a spiritual art that brings Radha and Krishna together. So then Lalita goes to Purnamasi and asks for permission to get for the blessings of Purnamasi so that she can act, in other words, in a way, and she can unite Radha and Krishna. And Purnamasi, who is very, very attached to Radha, immediately gives her the blessings that she can act in this way so they can be united. And and also Lalita is also very learned in methods of worship. And in this way, for Radha to be able to leave the house to do this worship, she is approaching Purnamasi to request blessings and permission. So Purnamasi favors Radha, and so by the favoring of Purnamasi and the activity of Lalita, Radha is allowed to leave the house so she can go and get flowers with which to make powder, with which to make the designs, the patterns for Sanji, which is ultimately a worship system for the union of Radha and Krishna. So Lalita takes her to Govardhan Hill, takes Radha to Govardhan Hill, to some caves. Around there are plenty of flowers. But who is there also? Krishna is asleep someplace around Govardhan Hill. So Lalita has a net of gopis that keep her informed of the whereabouts of Krishna and of his activities. So she knows exactly where he is and what he's doing. In other words, he's taken Radha there because Krishna is asleep there someplace near in Govardhan. So she takes Radha's hand and tells her, let's go pick bluish black flowers. So that's a hint, right? Let's go pick up bluish black flowers. Well, that's the color of Krishna. So she's already hinting that she is going to be, Radha is going to be able to meet with Krishna. All of a sudden, Krishna wakes up, and in front of Radha, she is very shy. Her face is covered. She's looking down, and she's listening to the conversation between Lalita and Krishna. And she's so filled with intense emotion, intense bhavas. She starts to cry. And then the tears are falling on the ground. And there is a tear that's almost like a crystal that is reflecting Krishna's face and Krishna's form. That's why this episode is called the magical tear, because Radha is not looking up. She's not listening. She's only listening to the conversation between Radha and between Lalita and Krishna, but she catches a glimpse of Krishna in one of her tears, that's acting almost like a mirror. And Lalita now, she's talking to Krishna. She's saying something about crows, black crows, that are a disturbance. They spoil the beauty of the forest. So she's now chastising Krishna, and Radha is listening to the whole thing. As these are some of the pastimes, Kelly pastimes. Krishna next teases by claiming that this is my forest. What are you doing here? This is my forest. And Lalita speaks up and she says, well, we are the gopis, the jewels of Raj. Like we have the right to be here. Krishna laughs and says, I only know one jewel in Varshana. So, of course, Radha is following the whole conversation. I know of only one jewel in Varshana. And Lalita says, well, you are a noisy crow. And we have to go and worship Sandi Devi or Satya Devi. And then Krishna says, but who is this girl? And Lalita answers, she is the daughter of Vrishabhanu Maharaj. And then Krishna replies, well, this is my forest. You need to leave. But nobody pays attention to him and nobody leaves. Krishna is requested by Lalita to step aside and let Radha pass. So now he surrenders. He's not this kind of proud young man anymore. So Lalita has to pass, and he allows Lalita to pass. He surrenders to her. It is explained that Krishna can be defeated in words only by Lalita Saki. She has such a sharp tongue and so much to the point. Then Krishna is watching how Radha is plucking flowers, and then he approaches her directly, and they both exchange sweet words. That evening, at the time of the offering, the Sanji, all the floors of the homes are beautifully designed. Saraswati, this is all part of this class. Saraswati is the goddess of learning, but she's also the goddess of arts. And she is humbled by the artistic nature of Radha. But who is giving Saraswati, Lakshmi, and Parvati the power for intelligence, for knowledge, and for art, but Radha herself. So, what time is it? After 7? So that's the end of the story, and now we're going. So we're going to listen to this bhajan and participate and celebrate and pray to Lalita to take us under her wing. This is a bhajan by Srila Rupa Goswami, as I mentioned before, and it's very, very poetic, very sweet, and very prayerful. And it's an astakam, 8 verses, but the 9th verse is the Balashruti is the one that tells us what is the benefit of singing this bhajan and praying as we sing. This one in the middle, 1129. That's not part of the program.
Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Enam Kanvandam Maravindadalaya Taksham Bharavatam Samasitam Buddhasundarangam Kandar Agom Vidamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asa Sakalen Priya Priti Manti Lasyan Dipan Dikayanti Jiram Naganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrahasya Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Adipurusham Tamaham Bhajami
Govindam Adipurusham. Namago Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namande Namaste Saraswati Devi Rudrani Vacha Nagirivasesha Shunyavadi Sajjavadi Sajjavadi Jaya Sri Krishna Jai Dana Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadada Sivasari Gaura Durinda Prabhu Nityananda Dvaita Shri Krishna Nana Prabhu Nityananda Krishna Radha Sivasade Gaur Bhakta Shri Krishna Chaitanya Brahmanachandana Dvaita Gadada Sivasade Narvagarinda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Prabhu, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Go looking like the go looking like the day. I go looking like the go looking like the day. Hey, right hey, right Jai Om Vishnu Pad.
Harinam Sankirtan tomorrow. Weaver Street Market at 11:30. It's a beautiful day tomorrow, and they've reopened all the walks along the river walk, so there'll be lots of people out walking in the beautiful weather. So please come, 11:30 at Weaver Street Market. Chaito Darbanam Arjanam Bhava Mahadagniam Shreya Kairavya Chandrika Vritaranam Vidyavaduv Jivanam Anandam Bhuri Vardam Effulgent Charvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatra Pita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrishita Vakripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva Midrishami Hajjanina Nuraga Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Suhishuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari Nadanam Najanam Nasundarim Kavitam Vajagadisha Kamae Mama Janmani Janmani Ishvare Bhavatad Bhaktir Hoitaki Twai Ainanda Tanuja Kinkaram Patitam Mam Vishame Bhavam Badao Kripa Padakam Stita Duli Sadrashim Vachintaya Nayanam Gadadashu Daraya Varanam Gad Pulakarnishidam Vabhukada Tavanama Grahane Bhavishyati Yugayatam namishena chakshusha bhavishayatam shunayatam jagat sarvam govindam virahena me ashlishyavapadamatam manastumam adarshanam marma hatakarotuva yata tatava vidadatu lampato matprananatas sa eva napara. Victory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, of repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction for humanity at large, because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss, and it enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. Oh, my Lord, congregational chanting of your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness you enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name of the Lord constantly. O Almighty Lord, I have no desire to accumulate wealth, nor do I desire beautiful women, nor do I want any number of followers. I only want your causeless devotional service, birth after birth. O Son of Maharaj Nanda Krishna, I am your eternal servitor. Yet somehow or other I have fallen into the ocean of birth and death. Please pick me up from the ocean of death and place me as one of the atoms at your lotus feet. Oh, my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? Oh, Govinda, feeling your separation, I am considering a moment to be like 12 years or more. Tears are flowing from my eyes like torrents of rain, and I am feeling all vacant in the world in your absence. I know no one but Krishna as my Lord, and he shall remain so even if he handles me roughly by his embrace or makes me broken-hearted by not being present before me. He is completely free to do anything and everything, for he's always my worshipful Lord unconditionally. Sri Shastastika Ki Jai.